in Matthew 16, you look back and Jesus is talking to Peter, and he asked Peter, "Who do you say that I am?" And Peter tells Jesus, "You are the Messiah, the Son of the living God." And what does Jesus tell Peter? He says, "Blessed are you, Simon Bar-Jonah, for that was not revealed to you by flesh and blood, but my Father who is in heaven." And he says, "You are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell will not prevail against it." And a lot of people have misinterpreted some of this passage in the past. There's whole denominations built off of this. And what he's saying is, he tells Peter, Peter is a Greek word meaning rock. And he says, "You are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church." And, some people have pointed to Peter as maybe he was saying he's going to build his church on Peter. But in reality, if you break the Greek down, when he uses the word for Peter, he actually uses Petros, which is the masculine form of the word, and it means small rock. So he's quite literally telling Peter that he's a small rock, and he says, "On this rock," and he uses the Greek inflection Petra, which is the feminine form of the verb, which literally means, or noun, which means large stone, like a foundation stone. And so what he's really telling Peter is, this rock, on himself, on Jesus, what Peter had just expressed to him, that he is the Messiah, the Son of the living God, is what he will build his church on. And right here we have Peter himself, years later, writing in a letter, "You are like living stones." The same type of stone that Jesus told Peter he was. And what is it being built on? They're being stacked on the foundation. And what's the foundation? Peter himself, the man that many have interpreted to think that Jesus was referring to. He tells them, it stands in Scripture, "Behold, I am laying as in Zion a stone, a cornerstone," and he's referring to Jesus Christ. So even Peter would tell you years later that Jesus is the cornerstone.